Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of Nearly Midnight Movie Chat here on Hollywood After Dark. And it's been a bit of a weird day. Warner Brothers is coming out with this. I don't know what this logo is, what it means, or what it entails. I have my theories. And of course, Amy Schumer still sucks. But then again, if you've paid attention at all, you already know that. And let's get into it. Oh, shit. Oops. There we go, guys. Sorry. I totally forgot to click off that image. All right. I know. Already off to a great start. It's Tuesday, I believe. It's almost 11 p.m. It is still hot as balls here in Washington. I am roasting, and I'm off camera. I'm just tired. I look like crap. So there you go. Listen to my voice. Don't look at my face. It's okay. Hopefully it gets a little cooler in the week and I'll be back on camera. It's just too hot to beat the lights on. Anyway, so today has been a bit of a fun day in regards to Hollywood, you know, as it is every single day when you wake up and you read the trades and you look around and you're like, man, people out there are really trying to push whatever narrative that they can because clicks are clearly going down in a number of ways. Although today people were talking about how Mayor of Easttown apparently wrapped on pretty high ratings over there on HBO and HBO Max, or I think it might just be only for HBO Max. But then again, we also found out the other day that HBO Max only pulled in 11 million new people. That's it. 11 million new subs. That is not a lot of people. Not for the content that they offer at the price point that they offer. The day and date thing has definitely hurt them, which is probably one of the reasons why we got that new updated logo today. So we're going to talk about that. But first, let's take a quick look here at the chat. Duck Dodgers 24th and a half says, I'm first, which is true. But then he also follows up by saying here, and I declare Amy Schumer as a fat cow of a pig. A little bit mean. I say I'm not an Amy Schumer fan personally. However, that being said, I'm not going to attack her physical appearance. She just had a kid. So, I mean, clearly that's going to have some impact on the body. We got Geeks Studios here. Saying, how's it going? Oh my God, Duck. Jesus. Oh my God. Cops are no longer called pig. That is now the term for Amy Schumer. Dude, that's so mean. That's so mean. That's so mean. Okay. Anyway, he's just getting really mean to the chat here. All right. Shiny 311. How's it going? You do suck. What's going on? Yvonne, how's it been? Garrick asking the hard question. Why don't we ever notice we don't see Amy Schumer in movies anymore? Well, again, she had a kid. She had her kid and her movies don't do very well. Her stand-up on Netflix did pretty well. I think Dave Chappelle blew it out of the water, to be honest with you. But, you know, she had her kid and that was kind of where she wants to be right now. And she just turned 40. So expect her to get, you know, all of those offers about being the grandmother because that's how Hollywood operates. Remember, you turn 25, you're now the mother. You hit 40, you're basically non-existent until you start sprouting some serious gray hair. I'm not even making that up. That is how Hollywood operates. You're hot when you're younger. You get to a certain point. They basically kind of clip you at the knees and you're not really allowed back into it until you can play someone's mother or someone's grandmother or you find something. Like that is so weird. Hollywood does treat women very poorly on that front. Very poorly. It's like you're only good to me when your body is young and supple. As soon as you start getting stretch marks, as soon as you start popping out kids, unless you're an A-lister, you're done. You're done. You're not going to go to work. You're not going to get in a movie. You're not going to, I mean, it's terrible. Hollywood is very disgusting on that front, 100%. All right. Lord Slug asking the question, how's it going? Any updates on the cat? No, sadly not. I did walk down tonight to where that game trail was, called out his name a couple times. There's a country club, like not far away from me. And the trail, I think, runs back behind there. So I'm going to reach out to the management tomorrow and see if there's like some way to alert, if there's like an intranet for the country club estate, because there's people who live there and if they've seen anything. So I'm going to kind of expand the search a little bit. Hopefully I can find them. I'm still holding out hope. I'm not ready to say goodbye yet. But with every passing day, it does get a little bit harder and it does get a little bit sadder and it sucks. So I'm just trying to keep myself busy. And that's that. Anyway, Geeks here says, finally made it. Notifications been sucks. Yeah, I know. I need to figure out a way to make that better. Let's see here. Geek Studio also says, in my opinion, Warner Brothers Discovery should have called it Warner Discovery. I have another take on that. One here. We'll talk about that here in a second. Music Man saying, so Amy still sucks. I don't know. There was a time when Amy Schumer effectively admitted in a speech to other women that she went to a drunken booty call and admitted that the guy could not consent because he was so drunk, but she still had her way with him anyway, as ever terrible it was. She more or less admitted to like sexual assault, and yet no one batted an eye. Aziz Ansari had a bad date and like it tanked his career. But Amy Schumer comes out and it openly admits in a speech, like, hey, you remember this? Let me tell you the story of the time I raped a guy. Standing ovation, shows, Comedy Central shows and everything else. And never mind the Patrice O'Neal stuff and everything else. What I don't like that she's doing now, she's trying to get back, we'll just go into the Amy Schumer thing right off the bat. What she's trying to do now is she's trying to be snarky on social media, especially Instagram. She's trying to be snarky in order to either like stir the pot to get her name back in the headlines. And it kind of worked, to be fair. It kind of worked. There's this article I found today over on, believe it or not, BuzzFeed, where what we have here is John Krasinski responded after Amy Schumer said he and Emily Blunt have a pretend marriage for publicity. And she said this, I've said this for a long time. I think Emily and John have a pretend marriage for publicity. And I don't think she's kidding when she said that. It's not as sarcastic as you might think, because she's been making other comments as well. And the thing is, the two, they met in 2008, they married in 2010, they got 2 daughters, and they absolutely love one another. And they do. Like, they absolutely love one another. And her saying that it's just, it's all for show is very catty, and it's very not funny, which is also, by the way, Amy Schumer. So she hopped on Instagram over the weekend to share her thoughts on A Quiet Place Part 2, the sequel to John and Emily's 2018 blockbuster, where she says, I loved every second of A Quiet Place movie, even better than the first one, which blew me away. Amazing to be in a movie theater. And then she says, and although I've said for a long time, I think Emily and John have a pretend marriage for publicity, but I still think you should see this on a rainy weekend. So is that a joke? Because that's not funny. But then again, if you watch her comedy, you're not laughing, you're cringing, and you're wanting to, kind of take yourself out back and beat yourself with a hose, because that is the penance you must pay for Amy Schumer. Now, John Krasinski did actually respond here like a boss and saying, thank you, Amy, for blowing up our whole marriage spot. Now, he wrote back jokingly, but I mean, like, come on, man. Who wants to hear that, your marriage, that he clearly is in love with this woman, with Emily Blunt. He when he was shooting, I think it was Jack Ryan, he actually traveled 6,000 miles every weekend. Every time he had a break, he would fly back home to see his kids, and he would fly back out to set. And the guy would go through just like massive travel in order to make sure that he went home to see his family and he didn't miss the important bits. But yeah, that's entirely for show. And that's entirely, of course, why, Amy stuff is kind of stupid. Right. It's dumb. But anyway, there's another thing here, the reason why I want to bring it up, because it's kind of showing a pattern, and this popped up today. I accidentally closed out the Amy Schumer, page. There we go. She might've deleted it. Let me double check. Let me see here. Did she delete it? Hold on. I'm trying to find she talked about Cruella, and I think she deleted it, which doesn't surprise me one bit. So yeah, it looks like she actually, Jesus Christ, it looks like she actually deleted a post where she was talking trash about Emma Stone for no real reason. She posted, I'll just post the whole thing. She posted this on Instagram. She shared it, and it's not there anymore because she probably, I think, got ratioed the hell and back on it. Let me bring it up. So she says here, that she says, it's well known that Emma Stone is a toxic person, but Disney Cruella is amazing. So again, no other context there. She just shares this and says it's well known that Emma Stone is a toxic person. I've been following Emma Stone's career since 2007 with Superbad, and I have yet to actually see anything that would remotely say that she's a toxic person. I haven't read one bad story or heard one thing in the litany of times that Hollywood stars have been tossed under the bus for whatever. Even when you have like those listicles on BuzzFeed, the top 10 times celebrities were just shitty human beings, right? Emma Stone never pops up in any of that kind of stuff. So here's Amy Schumer throwing shade against A Quiet Place Part 2, which came out this last weekend, and Cruella, which also came out this last weekend. And she's basically acting like Grace Randolph towards, Jessica Chastain, which, again, that still makes no sense. But I just find Amy Schumer to be just a relatively abhorrent human being. She doesn't have empathy. She doesn't care. She plays the victim card whenever she wants to. And I think people are kind of sick and tired of it. She did this a number of years ago when there was a guy who was asking for her autograph. She turned him down. Then she started filming him, and like that sent an entire viral mob after this guy. And again, like we found out that it wasn't what it appeared to be. Then, of course, there's the whole Patrice O'Neal situation where it has been basically proven that she Carlos Mencia'd the hell out of some of his jokes. And I mean, there is enough video evidence there to make you go, it's a pretty, in my opinion, it's a pretty solid comparison between the two. That there's a little bit too much overlap for just simply a coincidence. So there's a lot there with her that has been very problematic. It's been very toxic, and it's been pretty damn terrible. And that is the problem. That is the problem with someone like Amy Schumer, because when it comes to Amy Schumer, she just keeps getting away with all this crap. And I'm hoping that this right here kind of just like knocks her the hell back down. Like, look, comedy don't need Amy Schumer. There are thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of better female comics who can make jokes about their vagina. I make a lot of dick jokes, so I'm not faulting the type of humor that she does. There's crude and there's crass, and she kind of goes full Andrew Dice Clay at times, which I can respect, because I feel some people don't go as far as Andrew Dice Clay anymore. But still, it's like that type of stuff mixed with her attitude goes to show you that she's just pretty terrible. And I think a lot of people at this point kind of realize that. So that's kind of how I view it. Anyway, real quick here, H-Parts, $2 says Squidward movie. Yeah, I saw Dwayne The Rock Johnson as Squidward. I did see that. Yeah, I did see that. That's definitely pretty, it's interesting stuff here. Garrick here says, sounds like Amy is jealous. Yeah, I mean, maybe. The last time she had a movie was that one with Goldie Hawn in 2017 or 2018. Was it Snatched? I think is what it was called. And that bombed. That came out and that absolutely bombed. And she hasn't really been in anything since, because I know she got married and then she got pregnant. And I think her kid just turned 2. So she's really been out of it to be a mom. And hey, listen, good for her for that. Absolutely good for her for that one. So it makes, I'm all for parents raising their children. That age is very crucial. My daughters are roughly around the same age. So I get it 100%, not faulting that. But, and maybe I thought maybe, hey, look, parenthood might make her a bit of a better person. Clearly she's throwing shade. Now, Gahul here asks, what is the point of this article? Well, the point of the article is to showcase that she was saying on social media and then got clapped back on by John Krasinski. And then also bringing up the whole Cruella, Emma Stone tweet or Instagram post goes to show you that there is a pattern here. And that pattern indicates the behavior, and that pattern indicates, I don't know, the quality of person that she is. Maybe that's what's going on here. Anyway, so, let's see here. Mitch here says, and that's just sad that Amy's being catty. For what reason other than I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know yet. I don't know exactly what's going on. So let's see here. Amy has been like this for years. Perks of being a relative to Chuck Schumer. Well, Cosmic, you make an interesting point there, because after Trainwreck came out in 2015 and there was that shooting in Louisiana at the theater at the screening, all of a sudden Amy became an activist. All of a sudden Amy became like she started sauntering up to her uncle or her cousin or whatever, her relative, Chuck Schumer, senator, the top Democrat in the Senate right now, is her relative. And they teamed up to talk about gun violence, and that went away really quick, you know. But yeah, then she got real annoying after that. She got real high and mighty, hoity-toity after that. And yeah, I started noticing her comedy got real smug, real elitist, you know. And it's funny how many people in Hollywood actually come from an elite background. We talked about Ellie Kemper last night coming in from like, you know, not necessarily everyone today is still trying to call her a KKK member, but and that's not the case at all. But they're doing all those kind of comparisons when you realize, no, she's not like that, but she does have a very kind of elitist, classist background. Her family is loaded. She went to Princeton. She went to Oxford. That shit ain't cheap. So, but hey, her career is her career, and she's done her work, and I like Ellie Kemper quite a bit. I'm just saying that, you know, you can kind of track some of these things down. Anyway, and then also Emma Stone is also a mom now. That's right. Emma Stone did have a child. Yeah, she did. She got married and had a kid. No one's really talking about that, which is fine because she's keeping it to herself, which is great. I think celebrities have every right to privacy for their children. I'm with Jennifer Garner on that 100%. Paparazzi, generally speaking, should be drawn and quartered because they're pieces of shit. I'm not a big fan. Now, Enyo asks here, who else thinks stand-up comedian Whitney Cummings is funny? I do like Whitney Cummings, yeah. Oh, wait, the last thing Amy put out was a pregnancy documentary on HBO. Really? Oh, my God. Wow. No, I don't want to watch that. I'm entirely fine. Yeah. Emma Stone is wise for keeping off of social media. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, Garrick. You're 100% correct on that one. Real quick, though, before we dive into the Warner Brothers thing, I totally put this together and I forgot to do it in the beginning. So I just want to give a quick shout out to like the channel members who've been hanging out, who've been help supporting. It's been growing a little bit, which is fantastic since doing the nightly live streams. If you guys want to get your name on this list, like my channel is here all the time. Rel McMillan is here all the time. Garguts is great. Ash is awesome. Aaron Entertainment's great. Even my own father. See here. My own father right there. So if you guys want to help support the channel, a great way to do that is the channel membership. Link is in the video description. So again, I appreciate that. So why don't we dive in to the other part of this thumbnail that I made. This very eye-catching, not clickbaity thumbnail at all. Warner Brothers Discovery. They put out this new thing today, and it's absolutely god effing awful. I wish that it wasn't. I wish that they'd actually given this a little bit of thought, but the truth of the matter is it's pretty bad. They, I lost my image here. Hold on here. Wrong. Okay. I got to find it. Yeah, let me just get this here. All right. So the image itself is, it just looks like somebody made this, you know, in like first year design student. And I know I've made that joke before, but you look at something like this, Warner Brothers Discovery, the stuff that dreams are made of, which of course is a Maltese Falcon quote, which is awesome because the Maltese Falcon is an excellent movie. So I like that they're doing that. That part's kind of cool. But what does that tell you? What does that tell you when they're quoting an old movie from like the 40s and 50s, right? An old Silver Age noir mystery film, you know, like was it Humphrey Bogart, right? Humphrey Bogart was in that one. So why are they referencing that? Well, they're referencing it for a very specific reason. And that is because they are trying to reattach themselves. They're trying to reapproach or regain or reclaim boomers. I'm not kidding you. This is what they want. They want boomers. They want people who have HBO, have a standard subscription model through HBO, through their cable provider, to activate HBO Max subscriptions. That's what they want because they only added 11 million new people over the course of the first year, which is pretty terrible when Discovery also launched Discovery Plus and they added 15 million people. Now, granted, the price point is entirely different. The $15.99 or $15 a month for HBO Max, which I do believe is a good deal. And it's like $6 a month for Discovery Plus. And I think it's like what, $8 a month or $7 a month. You get ad-free experience. So it's like, and then they've also got all those shows, especially all of the IDTV stuff, all of the true crime crap that personally I really like. I love informative murder porn. I can binge that shit all day. I mean, hell, one of the channels on my Sirius XM in my car is literally just Forensic Files episodes. So when I'm doing deliveries and it's nighttime and I'm listening to Forensic Files, it gets creepy and I love it. So, I love that kind of stuff. I'm excited to see what they do with that. But at the same time, they are needing to attract an audience of people that are already paying for it, that just need to activate HBO Max. And they don't have that because they were trying to capture the young, hip audience, the Zack Snyder's Justice League style of audience. And I mean, I'm not making that part up either. I really do feel that they ultimately were trying to gun for that. And it ended up being kind of a bit of a misfire, especially with the day and date releases over these new films. They should have. Mortal Kombat didn't do the greatest. It also got kind of middling reviews. Godzilla versus Kong got middling reviews, but it was big monster versus monster action, and they've beaten the crap out of each other, and people like that kind of thing. So they're trying to get these movies back in theaters. Theaters are now just opening up, but not enough people flocked to HBO Max in order for it to be something that they would deem to be successful. This has a lot to do in part with the fact that it wasn't on Amazon, Fire Stick, or Roku devices for like the first 10 months or 9 months or something, or 8. It was like for the least like the rest of 2020, it wasn't available on those devices. Oh, yeah, that's right. It wasn't available until December for Wonder Woman 84. Other than that, it was only available on your PC or certain devices. So that cut out, especially with Roku, that cut out access to potentially 80 million new subs, or 80 million people who would have access to the HBO Max app, who already had access to HBO Now and HBO Go. HBO Go was killed off entirely and replaced in the App Store with HBO Max. On my Roku TV, I have the HBO Now button. I hit that, it goes to HBO Max, which is awesome for quick select. But the idea here is that they just screwed up so terribly with this rollout, and they weren't predicting the pandemic. No one could predict the pandemic, but honestly, them and Quibi had a bad year. Quibi's assets were all acquired by Roku recently and are now all available as a Roku original. So if you have a Roku device, you can go and watch like Reno 911 and Dummy and a bunch of those other shows. And believe it or not, there's a lot of valuable content in there. That is pretty cool. HBO Max didn't launch with anything that people out there desperately needed. It didn't launch with the Snyder Cut. It didn't launch with Mayor of Easttown. It didn't launch with the Nevers. It didn't launch with anything that they needed to have in order for it to draw in a larger audience. And that, of course, is why they are now doing this $43 billion merger with Discovery. Bros Discovery right over on this. There we go. Now it's working. This is why they're doing it. Now, I'm not a fan of this particular design. So I made this one on the right on my phone using an app called Canva. And I made it in like 5 minutes. Not even that, probably less than that. And it still is more striking and more interesting to look at than this Warner Bros. Discovery. Now, is that going to be the final name or the final logo? Probably not, right? Probably not. But it is going to be something that people are going to remember, and they're laughing at them. And the last thing you want to do, because remember, first impressions are everything. So if you're not giving it your all, and you're not coming out with something flashy and interesting that's going to catch headlines and get people talking about it, and like a way of, ooh, I can't see what they do next, right? But instead, they have a tagline, the stuff that dreams are made of, which can easily be like turned into a sex joke, because that's where my mind goes, the gutter, and works its way up. But also from there, people got to Google it and they find out that it's from the Maltese Falcon. How many people, how many millennials, how many Zoomers, how many Zennials, how many Gen Xers even know about the Maltese Falcon? It's not a relatively new property that is going to end up, right, like really capturing the audience. I mean, they would have been better off taglining it with, "You're a wizard, Harry," because then people would have at least known what the hell they're talking about. And the jubilation that line brought the millions of Harry Potter fans when they watched The Sorcerer's Stone or Philosopher's Stone, depending on which country you're in, for the first time, or read the book. What I'm trying to say here is that they've dropped the ball. As always, they've dropped the ball. And that ends up being something that is just, it's just so, they screwed up so bad. They absolutely just screwed up so bad. So let's see here. Hold on. Duck Dodger says, why not Discovery Bros? That's actually, I'd actually kind of be okay with that one. Simon says you're missing a plus. Yeah, I know, right? This Warner Media Plus or whatever. You know, I I don't know, but I did make this joke. I'm like, what they messed up on was not calling it Warner Media Discovery, which acronym would have been WMD. Which, let's be fair, if you're gonna sit there and like, you know, like, hey man, what you doing this Saturday night? Are you gonna hang out? Are you gonna Netflix and chill, or are you gonna WMD? Get the latest and greatest, all the action, all the rage, all the violence. Warner Media Discovery, WMD, weapons of mass delivery for movies. Something along those lines they could do. That's going to end up being fascinating. They could play up the WMD thing, go, unlike Iraq, these exist. You know, which again is an old, like 2003 fucking thing. Again, Warner's might actually use that because at this point it's nearly 20 years old. So they think now that the people are old enough to understand. It's so bad. Like, why is it this bad, guys? Why is it good? Why is it like this? All right. Hold on here. Keely Chow. Hold on here. What did Dark Beast say? Zack Snyder just needs to go away with his garbage films. Someone needs to beat his ass if he tries to film his own films, especially blurry ass crap. Yeah, I'm going to disagree with you on that one. Simply because I like Zack Snyder films, and I mean, the dream lens that he used in Army of the Dead got a little bit overblown, and I think that criticism is something that he's heard. But otherwise, I really enjoy his movies all the way through. I'm going to disagree with your take. I don't think anyone needs to beat Zack. Have you seen Zack Snyder? That dude will literally put a gym on set and he works out. Like, I dare you to go at Zack Snyder, you know? Like, come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. He'd fuck you up, dude. You come at him and he would just be all like, do you not know who I freaking worked as Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman, motherfucker. These people trained and shit. I was with them on that. You know, like, come on. You think Dave Bautista didn't teach him some moves? You think, you know, people aren't going to like, no one's going to beat Zack Snyder's ass. He would whoop them with that tire that Ben Affleck was messing around with in BVS and stuff. I just think that's kind of a ridiculous statement to make, to be honest with you. Anyway, H-Bart's here, $5, thank you, sir. Says, if you filmed yourself delivering food, the Academy would give you the Oscar for Best Director. That's a very bold proclamation, sir, and one that I'm going to humbly take. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. How would the Academy give me an Oscar for Best Director? That movie would have to be in theaters at least for 2 weeks in order to be able to be qualified to be in the running. So there's a lot of things you got to go into here, but I do appreciate the sentiment here. So, all right, for the last like half hour of the night, guys, I'm going to drop the link. You guys can come on in. We'll do a couple quick questions and we'll go from there. Let's see here. Have I heard or seen any of the No Way Home info? No, I have not, Lord Slug. I have not seen it. I am totally okay with not seeing it. I want it to be fresh, but I know stuff's going to get spoiled for me. I just know it, but I haven't gone and actively looked for it. Mage here 7004 says, I just hope Zaslav gives every Warner Brothers division a fair shot before he sells them, like what AT&T tried to do with Warner Brothers Interactive, and they sold Crunchyroll. Well, I think they're actually kind of putting it all together in order to they're kind of putting all their eggs in one basket, and like all of their assets are going to go with this company. Anything else that's not connected to this like Warner Bros. Discovery, that's going to be something that's going to be up in the air for sales, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's kind of how I view it. And so at this point, it's going to be very fascinating to see what kind of makes it and what doesn't make it. But I do think that for the most part, they're not looking to sell off assets. They're looking mostly to mine IPs in more affordable ways and then use that as a way to get more subscribers. That is pretty much what they're trying to do, in my opinion. And we're going to have to wait and see on this one. But I'm hoping it's going to be something. All right. Okay, let's see here. Who is this? I don't know. Yo, Hacker Bedford on Telegram. You're wonderful, sir. All my family are thanking you. I don't know who Hacker Bedford is. Maybe you're in the wrong chat. But anyway, thank you for coming on. All right. Jagger here says the trailer is allegedly coming on June 10th. That could be something. Well, today's Tom Holland's birthday. You thought they would have done it. You thought they would have actually done it, but they didn't. Adam here says McGuire and Garfield won't be in it. A lot of people are disagreeing with you, sir. A lot of people are disagreeing with you. All right. Geeks here says, I'm only joking about the Sex and the City cinematic universe. Yeah, I mean, like, there's going to be 3 films when it's all said and done, I think. And also, like, the show. So one could argue that it has a pretty decent world that they've created with a lot of side characters. I'm just saying it kind of already exists. So there is that to consider. Let's see. Well, I'm not really talking about the Blue's Clues thing and the Kellogg cereal, but I've seen a bit of it and it's kind of dumb. All right, so let's get into a couple people here. We'll do the first guy. You guys know him. You guys know him. He's here all the time. We love him here. Everyone give it up for the man recently banned from Facebook for reasons unknown.
How you doing,
Anthony
man?
Chapeau. I'm doing good, man. How are you, Anthony?
Put on a smile on my face. You know, I'm not doing too good. This is my second day of having a bad day.
I'm sorry. Are you still upset about the Facebook thing?
Well, kind of, but I'll get over it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
I'll be back on June 30th. I'll be back on June 30th.
It's
only a few weeks, right?
Yeah. In a few weeks go pretty quick.
But I saw Mortal Kombat last Saturday.
Yeah, that's what you said last night when you called in.
Yeah.
Is that you saw that? Yeah.
It was good. It was entertaining.
That's good, man. That's good. So what's on your mind today, movie wise? What are you thinking about?
Spider-Man, No Way Home. Spider-Man, No Way Home.
Yeah, there's really nothing for that yet. There's like some leaks that have come out, but we don't know if they're true or not.
I don't know, but I don't know if Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone and all of them are in it.
I don't think they're in it. I mean, it'd be cool. Emma Stone has already made abundantly clear that she's not going to be in it.
Have you seen Cruella yet?
No, I haven't seen Cruella yet.
Well, I haven't seen it. My Skylar has not. You know, but I'm going to take this time to watch movies and everything. Go on my YouTube, Instagram, Twitter.
Well, don't get banned from Instagram.
I won't get banned from Instagram. I cheered on for the Brooklyn Nets tonight. We did it. We're going to advance to the second round against Milwaukee.
Very cool. Very cool. I'm not really into sports, so I don't.
I'm into sports. I'm into a lot of sports: football, basketball, hockey, you name it.
Nice. Do you play sports?
Well, I actually bet $100 that the Brooklyn Nets can win the championship this year.
Oh, so you're throwing down some serious green.
Yeah.
To see if the Brooklyn Nets are going to win the championship.
Yep.
Have the Brooklyn Nets ever won a championship before?
No.
So this is a long. Who's the other team? Who's the other projected team that's going to go to the finals?
Well, we got Utah Jazz. You got Philadelphia 76ers.
Okay, so not the Lakers, right? Because I'm okay with the Lakers not getting anything.
Lakers just lost tonight.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm fine with the Lakers losing.
One more loss and they're out of the playoffs.
Cool. I didn't. When I lived in LA, I never went to.
I went to a Brooklyn Nets game. I always went to a Brooklyn Nets game with my former worker. Say, cool. He was a good worker. Unfortunately, he got fired for asking for money.
Well, yeah. I mean, you may not. If you're at work, you may not want to ask for money. You're there to kind of earn it, I guess.
Yeah. So the Lakers did lose. It's confirmed.
Okay.
One more loss, Lakers, and they're gone.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll cross our fingers that the Lakers lose.
Yeah, but the thing is, Jill has not responded to me yet.
Well, you got to give it time. She's a busy actress. She may not be able to respond to everybody.
She's a busy girl.
She's a busy girl, yeah. And you can't. You got to remember that these things take time. So just be patient. Yeah. Don't lose your cool over it. If you feel the urge, like message her again and be like, "Why haven't you fucking?" Don't do it. Go for a walk. Watch another movie. You don't want to blow it, man. You don't want to come across as too aggressive, because when you come across as too aggressive, it turns people off. Like if you start spamming their messages daily with like video clips,
how I'm doing daily video clips,
daily, and they don't respond. Maybe stop it.
We've been in this apartment 5 months.
No,
We've been in
no, that was actually aimed at somebody else, and they're in the back room right now, and I can see their reaction. So that was pretty
But the
funny.
thing is that I did a new YouTube video. I started this new YouTube series called Tales from the Hood.
Oh yeah, you're doing it, right? Because there's a movie called Tales from the Hood.
Yeah, I got that from, and the first episode is one of my former girlfriends, Zulu.
Nice.
Yeah,
So you're talking. Wait, hold on. So this is you telling a story about Zulu.
yes.
Okay, so can you give us like a quick brief overview of what the story is? Like how wild does it get?
Zulu, we were together for 3 years, but unfortunately that didn't work out. At the end of 2017, we decided we were going to break up.
Now, did you guys live in the same area, or is this an online thing?
We lived in Queens. We attended church and everything.
Okay, so good. I mean that's not good, obviously. I mean, but hey, man, look, that gives you experience under your belt. It lets you know some things women like, other things women don't like. It's a good learning experience.
5 months. I've been in the apartment for 5 months now.
You've been well, yeah, that's what you just said. So that's good, man. That's good. Well, hey, I'm gonna let you go, buddy. So we'll talk soon.
Go check out Mortal Kombat.
I know. I've been told that multiple times. I've been told that multiple. All right, thanks a lot, buddy. Have a good one, man. Thank you. All right, real quick here. Carlos Maldonado says, do you think we will get a dramatization film story around Zack Snyder's Justice? I don't believe we're going to get that. It's not that, like, because the thing is, it wouldn't, because half of it would be like Zack making the movie. It would have to be like young Zack. It'd be like a Zack Snyder biopic, right? Young Zack Snyder comes off of working on music videos, gets the deal of a lifetime, directs Dawn of the Dead, follows it up with 300, then Watchmen. Then, of course, it's Sucker Punch. Everyone goes, what the Sucker Punch? Not that good of a movie, but that's okay. He comes back, Man of Steel, kicking off the DCEU. But then from there, it all goes to hell. Warner Brothers gets in. They meddle. They boot him out with BVS, or after BVS, and then here comes Joss. It'd just be kind of a weird thing. It would be interesting. I guarantee you we will get a documentary. They're probably already working on a documentary of it. Somebody out there is. And that's going to be what we're probably going to get. So, I mean, and there might be some dramatization aspects of it as well. Who knows what they're going to do, how sensational it might become. But it will be fascinating nonetheless. I would prefer a very straightforward, kind of drier documentary on it, really going through the nuts and bolts of everything. But that's not sexy. They're going to want to make it sexy, and that's going to be the death, the tragedy, and the rebirth. They're going to want to frame it like he's the Phoenix rising. And I'm not too sure if I'm going to really dig on that, to be honest with you, because it's a little bit mean-spirited. I have to figure this one out. But anyway, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And this is going to be, oh man. Hi, Gahul.
Hey, it's Jarbo. What's up, man?
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going okay. Hold on. Let me check my Twitter DMs here for very weird videos that I have no idea what the hell they are.
Don't you like them?
I question your sanity on so many levels. I get a DM and it's like, I'm like, oh, God damn it. Like, what is this one?
Well, you didn't say anything. So
I just, because I don't know how to respond to those things. They're awkward. They're just a little on the awkward side. It's an animal
video, man. Like, what's there to say?
I don't know what your purpose is for sending me animal videos.
I just thought you would like it.
I mean,
what else is there need to be a bigger reason, Charbo?
I don't know, because you never say anything. You just send me a video clip, Yeah. Like it's not even like there's any commentary like, hey, this is pretty funny. Like this Taylor Swift goat video is hysterical. It's nothing. It's just like, it's worth 1,000 words. It's literally just sending me something out of context. Yes. Like at any point in time, I could open it up. It could be a photo of your dick. I have no idea what it's going to be.
I would never send you a photo of my dick.
I don't know.
I never have, and I never even sent you a photo I have taken. So I'm just sharing some funny stuff. I thought you would like it. I just thought you'd enjoy it, Jarbo. I thought it would make you happy. I just want to see a happy Jarbo. That's all I want from you.
Anyway. So what's on your mind, man? What's on your mind tonight?
I got two things for you, Jarbo. Two things. And one of them is, and neither of them are The Rock. Don't worry. We'll I know you don't want to talk about him. I know.
I said, we would agree. We would agree on most of the points.
Yeah,
you know?
probably. But
It's like, it's just semantics over the wording. I do think he is the world's greatest entertainer. I'll be fair.
yeah,
Like that, literally, like I do light up when I watch him. I'm not gonna lie. Like
who
he's so
doesn't?
charismatic. Like, I mean, like straight up, like he's just super charismatic. And I'm like, man, I'm not even gay, but if I was and he was available, I'd let him climb me. You know what I mean? Like I do like the guy quite a bit.
I understand, Jarbo. I know how much you.
I just don't think he's a movie star. That's all.
Yeah, why not? Why not? It's such a benign like definition to get so.
Isn't it? Isn't it though? Doesn't it just get under your skin like an earworm or something?
Get
Gets in there.
Skin, Jarbo. I was preparing clinical
trials
of your take in the wild for our debate. I had staged mock debates with people, Jarbo. I was prepared and ready for this. I was so disappointed when you cut me at the knees at that. I still think we could do this, Jarbo. Don't deny me this. It would be great, and you know it.
I still think like you want it more than I do, and that's okay. That's okay.
I do.
Trust me when I say this week has been so full of disappointments on that level. But anyway. So okay, what are the 2 points you wanted to make?
2 points. First point, earlier in this stream, you said that there were 1,000 comedians, female comedians, who are funnier than Amy Schumer's stick. I want you to name 3 of them.
Whitney Cummings, Melissa Villaseñor, and oh man, I'm trying to remember her name. Who is it that I like? Oh, damn it. Oh, that's right. It's Famey Boomer. That's what it is. That's the other one I like. Yeah, Boomer. That one. Yeah. No, I mean, there's a lot. The thing is, there are a lot of funnier women. Lisa Lampanelli is funnier. She's dirty as shit, but she makes it work. You know, like the difference is like, you know, you look at someone like Amy Schumer's comedy, and the comedy is very sexual. And I happen to very much like sexually charged humor.
Sure.
And it's like, but at the same time, and I know it's not aimed specifically at me, but because I'm not a woman and I don't have a vagina, so I don't know how, you know, I understand the workings of it. But the idea here, though, is like, if you look at like her actions outside of her comedy, like the Patrice O'Neal like accusations, which are pretty damning when you start breaking it down. You know, and so it's like, and then just her actions in regards to like tonight throwing shade at Emma Stone, like for what fucking purpose? Like, there's no purpose to throw shade at Emma Stone.
Now Jarbo, I gotta ask you another question. It's an extra one. It's a little high extra question. I gotta ask you, where do you stand on the Emma question? Are you a Stone, Roberts, or Watson? Which one's the best Emma?
Oh, straight up Stone, dude.
You're a Stone man. Okay.
I'm a Stone man. Yeah, you cannot tell me that Easy A is not a hysterical movie.
I haven't watched it.
And what has Emma Roberts been in that wasn't a teeny drama or like something with Ryan Murphy?
Spy Mate.
What is that? What?
It's a primate, but it's a spy. Spy Mate.
Is it a live action or animated movie?
Live action. Monkey is a spy.
Oh my god! I need to.
This is what HBO Max is delivering me every day. That is a quality film.
That is a 2006 or 2003. Oh my god. This is real. And it's on Prime Video, apparently.
And HBO Max. It wasn't HBO Max.
Okay. I mean, all I know here is there's a photo of a monkey holding a knife. Yes. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a real film there.
That's a real movie. Wow.
That's what a real film looks like.
We're going to need to check that one out when I do another Hollywood After Dark Trailer Park.
You should. It's a real classic film. Really one of the best works of the 2000s in cinema. I just don't think it's gotten better since then. Spy Mate was the peak of all film. It just was a bit downhill since then. It's
just a complete, you're telling me this is 2003, the same year that The Rundown came out. And you're telling me that this is
this came out after The Rundown. So, The Rundown was at the extension. Spy Mate was the apex. It was like The Rundown, then boom, Spy Mate. Monkey, primate, spy mate.
Oh, I know. I found an international poster for Spy Mate. Oh, god damn it. Come on, work. Stupid StreamYard isn't working. All right, let's bring the page up here. So this is apparently an actual thing. I don't know if this is real or if this is fan made, but you can look at this one here. It is clearly showing a woman in a yellow bikini, and he's looking at it like it's a banana, and he's holding a gun. And then there's Emma Roberts, and here he is holding a knife. And then here he is in the desert dressed like an Arab sheik. Yes. And then here he is oh my God, is he skiing?
Yes. The action, it's a globe-trotting adventure, Jarbo. It's not just one scene. It's an entire globe adventure of Spy Mate. It's not just like, oh, the Spy Mate is just in this like little dingy room, like throwing boxes at people. No, it's an adventure film, Jarbo.
And it's from the producer of Air Bud.
Yeah.
Oh wow. What did he pay for that? That's my question here. I want to see. No. The producer of Air Bud. I mean, like, it's not even the director of Air Bud. It's the producer of it.
Yeah.
Was it produced by Robert Wintz? And hold on. It could be, I think, Michael Strange is the name of the guy. This is a movie. Okay, let's see here. Emma Roberts, TV's Unfabulous, stars with the high-flying action chimp Minky. Minky? That's his name, Minky? Minky the monkey.
Yeah.
Oh, is this where Rebecca Random got her name? Anyway, in an awesome spy adventure that's full of high-tech gadgets and amazing special effects, when young inventor Amelia is kidnapped by evil scientist Dr. Farley, played by Richard Kind, of all people. The kung fu fighting, skateboarding Minky swings into action and takes on a top secret mission to rescue her and save the Earth.
Yeah.
Oh, and it was a Canadian film. That kind of makes sense.
Yeah, the Canadians just can't do much of anything, right? Can they?
Wow.
Except Spy Mate.
Look at him. This is holding a gun. It's a monkey with a gun.
Oh, see, the best part is in the newer posters because guns are not that great. They actually Photoshop the gun out and they put a banana in its place.
Yeah, like right here. Yeah, there's
that to me.
Oh wait, I don't even have it up. Oh, so I thought I had it up. I'm sorry, guys.
You didn't have it up.
I didn't have it up. That's my bad. That's my bad right there. There's
This is film. This is what film should be, Jarbo. We're talking here about media companies and big superhero Zack Snyder. Do you think Zack Snyder's ever made a film as good as Spy Mate? Honestly tell me. Has he ever achieved this level of success and grandioseness in his filmmaking ability? I say no. The answer is no, Jarbo. Have
you seen the Guardians of Ga'Hoole?
Yeah. I've seen
so there you go. That is the pinnacle right there.
No, it's a
your namesake.
The books were better, Jarbo.
Your namesake came from that. So you're here kind of like attacking Zach, but you clearly have a name.
I should change my name to Spy Mate.
You should change your name to Spy Mate. That would be
that's the name that I should go by from now on.
Yeah.
I am the Spy Mate.
Who is in that? Who's in this movie here?
It's Emma Roberts and the monkey. Who cares who's in the movie?
I don't know. I mean, like, who's the mom? That's my question.
I don't care.
Let's see here. Actress. Oh my God. Pat Morita is in the movie.
Yeah, that's right.
Same with Deborah Jo Rupp and Barry Bostwick. What the fuck?
Yeah, this is what you need to be studying, Jarbo. You're all here studying film, trying to be a movie channel. You got to go to the history. You got to go through film history, Jarbo. This movie is historical. This
came out during the run of that 70s show.
Yeah.
So Deborah Jo Rupp was like just hired on the weekend. And like, come being our movie. You're totally Kitty Foreman. People know you. But Barry Bostwick, like, hey, you were in, Spin City as the mayor, as well as Rocky Horror. Like, that's going to bring the kids.
You would know that. Most film historians would know them as the mom and dad from Spy Mate. That's what they are most known for.
Okay. So so that's going to be
really, that's what
they're like that. Yeah, that makes all the sense in the world.
Now,
apparently there was a TV show called Spy Mates in 2010.
It was just an attempt to try and capitalize off the success, but didn't really have any of the passion or drive that really fueled the quality that was the original Spy Mate. It was a shallow imitation.
It's a comedy series. It's like the lives of Trouts. Is Trout the name of the agency in Spy Mate?
No.
Okay. I don't know.
I think it's unrelated.
Probably unrelated, but it's like, but they were like, well, clearly the 4.10 the 4.0 rating on IMDb is a movie they want to copy. All right, now we've got to do something here that I didn't think. Hold on. Let's watch the trailer.
Really? You watch the Spy Mate trailer?
We'll watch the Spy Mate trailer. It's only a minute long. And you know what? It might stop me from committing seppuku with a frisbee. Who knows? Who knows? We might get something good out of this. I doubt it though. Okay, let's let me just share this and then audio. All right. So you've been building this up now. You've been literally building up.
What? I haven't built it up. I'm just relaying the information that.
No, you've been building this up. You're trying to say this is like cinematic masterpiece.
It is.
That this is like the best thing in 2003.
I'm just stating a fact. I'm just stating the obvious fact.
Okay. All right. So let's take a look here at this trailer. All right, rated PG.
Yeah. The best rating. Yes. Look at that. Immediately. They can only put on DVD because theaters couldn't handle it.
Your invention will make me the greatest scientist of the millennium.
Oh my god.
You see the effects, the acting, the drama, the prestige, everything is here. It's all here. Look at those. Chimp in a Hawaiian shirt. What else do you want?
What the hell?
It's that darn monkey. He's highly trained.
It's a darn monkey.
Oh my god, Mr. Miyagi.
Somebody get rid of that flying monkey.
Grinds down the steps of the skateboard that he threw out of his pocket. This is what film is. This is what film should be.
Let's rock and roll.
This.
Spy Mate. Now available on DVD.
Oh my god, that's utterly horrifying.
And it's horrifying because I haven't seen it before. That's what's really horrifying. That this cinematic masterpiece has been sitting there waiting for you to come watch, waiting for you to engage and believe in, and you're just denying it. You're denying its greatness and its relevancy and how important it should be to you, Jarbo.
I mean, it's a Canadian movie, but I mean, Pat Morita is in it. Like that actually like hurts a little bit because he died less than 2 years later.
Yes.
And I think Spy Mate killed him.
No, he realized he knew he was going out and he wanted to give the world one last great film to remember him by.
One last great film. That's
his last hurrah. This was his ride off.
Actually, that might have been his last hurrah. That might have been. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. He actually was in. Wow, holy shit! A bunch of stuff here. Stuff that dropped in like he died in 2005, but he had shot a lot of stuff before it went out. He was in oh my god, like a bunch of things before. So cool. His last project was a movie called Rice Girl. That's not racist. It's Wendy Yee is a dim-witted actress who desperately tries to land a big role in a new movie called Hooker X. And this is what the hell? See, this is why some of these straight to DVD films are just god awful. I mean, I can't save.
Most of them are, but you have one like Spy Mate that comes along and just justifies the entire.
I don't know, man. Look, I'm gonna put up. I understand you're trying to sell Spy Mate. I get it. I understand that.
I don't need to sell it. It's already sold.
You're trying to sell it here. You're trying to sell it.
Almost as old as I am. Like, what else can I sell? It's already existed. It's already out there. It's just
I don't know, but like, look, can it compete with Rice Girl?
What the fuck? No.
It's got.
It's a porno.
Joe Estevez.
A pornography film.
It's got Ian Lithgow, not John Lithgow, but his weird idiot brother Ian. Martin Coe. This is a real movie.
Yes, it is a real movie, Jarbo. And it's a real pornographic film. And I just don't think you should be looking at this on the internet.
So what you're saying, I should not be looking. I'm an adult, and I should not be looking at movies like this on the internet. Okay.
No, you should be changing. You should be really rethinking your lifestyle, I think, from the ground up here, Jarbo.
I will at this point I'm just really curious to know like about a movie called Rice Girl, because that just seems super interesting. If we're talking about bad movies, like bad movies that are gonna live on, that's kind of funny. Anyway, I'm gonna get that off the screen.
Yeah, I would take that down, Jarbo. It's not really becoming of a man like yourself. I think you're better than this.
Dark Beast says Spy Mate watch party when?
Now,
if it's on Prime, if it's on there, let's see here. Okay, Spy Mate on Amazon Prime. I can't watch it currently in my location.
It's on HBO Max. It's not on Sopranos.
Okay, okay. Well, let me bring it up here because we could do a Spy Mate watch party. If you really are that determined to sell me on this movie. No, Spy Mate isn't, or Spy Ape.
It's not right? Spy Ape. It's Spy Mate.
Yeah, sorry. That's not on HBO Max.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. I'm looking at it right now.
I just watched it on HBO Max.
Are you sure you watched on HBO Max?
Yes, I'm positive. I watched on HBO Max. Like, why are you doubting me on this? When we Googled
because it's not on HBO Max right now. I'm literally looking at HBO Max and I don't see it.
Oh, well, that's whatever. You can't control. Maybe it got kicked off. They couldn't.
I don't know. I mean, I'm like, here it is right here. Spy Mate. Didn't find anything related to Spy Mate. So there you go.
Well, it was last month. Maybe it got rotated.
Let's see here. Where is it streaming? Where is it? Where can I watch this movie that I feel would probably kill me? All right. So Vudu might have it here. Nope. I can't get it on Vudu. Let's see here. Is it on Netflix? Are you sure it's not on Netflix? You're watching Netflix?
No, it was definitely HBO Max I watched it on because it said it was from 2019, and it had the back of the thing included that it was from a DVD. So it just put the description of the movie was the back of the DVD case. Like it put DVD runtime 109 minutes.
Okay, because I mean, like I looked it up on Netflix.
Dog shit.
It's on the. I can't watch it on Netflix. Oh, maybe I can. Remind me what when
it's available when you're ready to watch it.
Yeah, I don't know why. Okay, so clearly it's kind of. Is it on Xfinity? Because it says.
I don't know.
Now I just wanted. Oh my god. No. Okay, I can't.
Jarbo, we've talked about Spy Mate, I think, quite a bit.
Yeah, we've kind of run Spy Mate into the ground, but we did learn about Rice Girl, so that's fascinating.
That you can watch that in your own spare time, and I would like to ask you to please not post publicly about your private time watching Rice Girl. Lately,
you got triggered by a real stupid joke I made today.
No, Jarbo, it's not just that. It's a continued pattern of behavior of horny posting on your Twitter. It has to stop. You gotta step back and think, what would I do? What would I do if my daughter came in and saw my Twitter page today? Would she approve of this? That's something you gotta think about, Jarbo. That's what I really want you to do. You're a grown man. You gotta act like a grown man on the internet. You can't be posting about horny girls. Can't be posting about sex robots chopping your cock off. Not chopping my cock off, but being programmed to murder me, which could include chopping my cock off. I have no idea. You never know what you're going to get into when you date somebody anyway, right? I mean, it's a sex robot. You're not dating the sex robot. It's not real. I'm saying okay, you're a young man, right? I'm assuming you don't have a girlfriend. No.
Okay. Have you ever had a girlfriend?
No.
They could literally kill you at any point in time. I'm just being honest. They could literally do it at any point in time.
Listen, man, I worked at a liquor store, and any one of those customers could have come in and killed me at any time, at any point in the day.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I have to live my life thinking that.
No, but if there was a random number generator that was programmed into them that if it hit, they would kill you. But in the meantime, you're perfectly safe. And it was the best shit you've ever done. Would you not want to give it a shot? Would you not want to roll the dice? Would you not want to live?
It's not a random number generator. It's a person, not a robot.
I'm just saying. Well, no, I'm talking about the robot now.
Oh,
right.
No, because I wouldn't want to have sex with
I'm just saying that's not living. That's not living. You have to live. If you
Jarbo, living does not mean having sex with inanimate objects. Okay, it's not a living thing.
Do you not have sex with your? I mean, it's animate, but it's it's part of you. I'm just saying. It's if you're gonna jerk off, if you're gonna sit. If your hand is part of you, yeah, clearly, right? Or if you're gonna,
but it's a living object. So, and listen,
well, it's a living object that you control. But for the, you kind of strike me as a guy who likes the stranger. You sit on it, it becomes inanimate, and then you make it work. So,
no, none of that's true, Jarbo.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's you kind of. I mean,
you're talking about yourself, not me.
No, I'm too impatient for that. It's a 20-minute process. I'm way too impatient.
What? I don't want to listen, Jarbo. This is the thing. I don't want to hear about this. And the thing is,
here we are having this conversation about making our hands go numb, and then
I'm
the stranger.
With you, please, Jarbo, for your sake, for my sake, I am begging you. Please stop posting about horny girls on the internet.
Hold on. Who is Sonico? Hold on. Who is Sonico?
That's Sonico.
What is Sonico?
It's a statue.
Like I'm not a filthy degenerate, so I don't know what anime.
It's an anime girl. Why don't you watch anime, Jarbo?
Wait, hold on. Wait. You're coming at me over horny posting, and you're literally sitting there with like what could be described as a plastic love pillow, right?
No, it's a statue. It's a work of art.
It's just it's a work of art. It's a work of art. Hold on.
Covered up. She's clothed.
She's clothed because you're on camera, but as soon as you're off air, those clothes come off.
I'll never take her shirt off of her. It's a beautiful shirt of the Dwayne the Rock Johnson. I'll never take that off of her.
Sonico. Let me look at this. Super Sonico.
Now, Jarbo.
Is she one of those like what's it like a Fuego girls?
Fuego?
I don't know the term.
Sorry.
I don't know the term. What's the term? What's like, like it's like the two fingers, it's like the peace sign and like the orgasm face. Is it a Fuego? It's something Fuego. I don't know. I don't watch anime. I'm not a filthy degenerate.
Now, Jarbo, I have a question. You were just talking about how you wanted cinematic, high-quality pornography in just a video not that long ago. And my question is, why aren't you watching anime? Because that's what it is.
Well, I mean, like I like watching real people.
Yeah, I know.
Look. I'm just like, and I'll totally end up being a complete dick on this, and don't take it personally. But I want to say, to kind of prove a point, is something like this is not going to be like when this is what weirds me out about anime, right? So the character of Sonico is what's her deal? Okay, like
it's just a design. There's no actual character behind it. It's just a figure design.
Okay, so it's a fictional character created by Suji Santa for the Japanese computer and video game software Nitropolis. Okay, first appearing as a mask Nitro Plus, whatever. It should be called Nitropolis. I think it's a better name. For a sponsored music festival. Okay, so she's a character that's been developed into media franchises that include music products, manga series, computer and video games, toy figurines, and other merchandise.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And an anime series by White Fox based on the character aired in Japan between January and March 2014. Okay, fine. So, but that goes beyond just her being a statue. At this point now, she has a almost a living, breathing online.
But you can understand, Jarbo. It's that stuff came after the statues. She originated as a figure designed by this artist. It's not actually.
Like when you see things like this, when you're googling the character, it's I'm just saying.
This is cherry picking. You and I both know that most of those images resulted when you saw Sonico had gigantic breasts.
But someone is
not a normal design for that character. So, and that's the design I own. I would never own a small child figure. That's disgusting.
I'm not saying you would. I'm merely pointing.
You're implying it. That's what you're trying to. You're trying to imply that I would.
I am merely saying that this character that you have a figurine of has large breasticles.
She does. She has very large breasticles. Yeah.
And that's been here. Is
that a problem?
There's nothing wrong with that. The thing is, though,
I'm not.
It's not real.
Her on my Twitter. I'm not posting her on.
Well, then you're not. Then I don't post about. Do I post like porn stars' birthdays? Go, hey, what's going on? Like me and my happy birthday. So this is Sonico for Google image search right here.
Yes, so that is just Sonico. You have a whole
big titty, big titty.
Yes, and my point is proven. It's mostly the big titty.
Most of the big titties. Okay. So it would be safe to assume then. It would be safe to assume that you have had romantic feelings or at least desires towards Sonico.
I mean, it's a fucking sex. It's not even a sex toy. It's literally just a statue, man.
Hold on, let me see. I want to zoom it up here. Yeah, but like that's kind of a seductive statue, though. Her hands are behind her, or I'm pretty sure her hands are behind her head, right? Or is that? Yeah, that's exposing her chest to you.
No, she's exposing the rock.
Is she posable?
No, she's not posable.
Oh, that's a complete seductive pose then. That is her absolutely presenting herself to you in a way for you to ogle. Does she have anything on underneath the shirt?
Yeah, obviously she does. But that's
I don't know what it is. You have her prominently featured on your webcam. If you prominently featured on your webcam.
What if it broke off? I've been working on a project. I'm not trying to show this off. Okay, I just was working on it today. I had a bit of an accident, got a little bit of a breakage. I had to get some infill and some work. And listen, owning a figure is a lot of work, Jarbo. It's time, effort. It's a bit of a hobby. It's not easy.
Yeah, I get it, man. I
know you have a large collection of figures. I know Funko Pops are a little bit easy to repair because they're just garbage pieces of shit that like no one cares about. I only own like 3 Funkos. Yeah, but
Like,
you went to the Funko factory and did like
twice.
the whole tour of it.
Yes,
you
I
went
did.
to the Funko factory twice.
Twice.
Why? Why would you go there twice?
Because I went there. I went there the first time with some friends of mine, and I went there the second time with Repsion, Mr. Repsion. Because Avengers Endgame, they were doing the We Love You 3000 tour, and that was the first stop. So him and I bombed up to Everett because I hadn't hung out with him in a while. So we hung out, we went up there, and I haven't been up there since. That was in 2019. That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So I don't buy any of them. I like them, but I don't buy them because it's like, what am I going to do with them?
No, you don't do much with them. You just kind of hold them up and display them. That's why you have any kind of piece of art. It's like, my beautiful tapestry of the deer back there, or my paintings in my wall room, or like the garden statues outside. That's the same thing with Sonico.
I'm sorry, you said the garden statue outside?
Yeah, I've got like a statue of a bear. It's kind of like
that's cool. I mean, but again, the concept of something like Sonico like that.
Well, I would never.
You would never. Well,
she's polyresic.
No, obviously you wouldn't put her outside. Obviously, you are literally hiding her away in your room with a shirt for The Rock, which I think was done on purpose for this particular stream. And
I just the only shirt that I had that was small enough that would fit because I had this when I was like a kid. So
okay, so you just don't want like your parents to see that you've got like some half naked anime titties.
I've got like anime girl posters all over my wall. Who cares? Who's gonna come up here, Jarbo? Who do you think visits me? Honestly, I'm just saying. Like, why do I care? And if someone does, who gives a crap? I don't care what they think.
All right.
But you know who should care what they think, Jarbo? You. You should care what your daughters think of you posting about robots having sex with you on Twitter. That's what I think.
And my response was a meme from Archer. And then I followed it up by saying, like, I have a basic instinct fetish. Don't at me. Clearly sarcastic. Clearly sarcastic.
That, though. You're posting about all these other girls, looking at all these other horny girls on the Twitter, posting about their breasts. I see it all the time, Jarbo. I'm not.
No, I actually actively avoid a lot of those because I find Twitter to be like, my God, there are so many thoughts on Twitter. Oh no! Sure. What you're referring to are the women who post like, "Oh, I'm your waitress. What would you do? What would you ask me to do? Or what kind of tip would you give me?" When she's like just taking a picture of her butt, like in a selfie in a bathroom stall, and I'm like, give me a PS5 because the whole point is that she wants attention from simps that are going to give her money, and I'm like, give me a PlayStation 5. You're
giving her the attention. You're giving.
I am making a joke. And she's not even going to tell. She's not even going to care.
Attention. That is, even when you're making the joke,
you're
letting her win in your mind. So I think you're not just making a joke. I think you saw
what you're saying essentially,
that you had to post about it.
No, if I get horny enough, I'll just go to like Pornhub or something, dude. There's I've been around the internet for a long time.
It sounds like
I have my ways.
For you, the Zack Snyder thing there, you're saying you're asking for him to direct a porno for you because regular porn just isn't cutting it for you. I want that deeper emotional connection.
I would like it, because I'm a cinephile. And when I watch movies, I like to have a connection with the people with what I'm seeing. If the actors believe the world around them, then we'll believe the world around them 100%. And I think Zack Snyder can craft a world.
The thing is, are you saying that pornography is cinema? It fulfills the same function for you? Because it doesn't. Pornography, in its essence, is just there to get you off. It's not there to be an enjoyable film. That's not the point.
That's entirely your argument. That's you using a straw man and very much a sweeping statement as a way to try to argue what is art. Do video games apply to art to you?
No.
What about your precious jack-off robot right there? Right? Like your statue.
Not a robot.
Is that not art?
Arguably, it's a statue. I would assume.
Well, but is a statue based upon a popular manga character?
Sure.
Is that not considered art?
Yeah, it is.
But some people look at that and think.
Listen, Jarbo.
But it's an honest question. It's an honest question. I'm not strawmanning you. I'm literally asking, by having that visible in this webcam, do you think that anybody watching right now might ponder the question like, hey, when you feel like you want to get excited, do you not cover that particular statue in baby batter? I'm just saying it could be something. Do that. Well, I don't know that. Right? No, I mean, you want to appreciate the art for the art, but still it's meant to titillate you. It's meant to excite you.
No, I guess it's essentially yes. But the thing is, Jarbo, the difference between a statue like this and actual pornography is completely different.
I want to ask you a very specific question, and it is very personal, and you can feel free to not answer it.
Yeah.
Have you masturbated to Sonico? Because if you have, that disproves your entire argument.
No, I actually have not.
You have not masturbated. Okay.
No.
And you're telling the truth there. Pinky swear and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Good man. I probably would have because I'm a degenerate, but still.
Jarbo, I'm not asking you to not be degenerate. I'm not asking you to come out here and be this holy man of virtue. I'm just asking, please, for God's sake, don't post about it on Twitter.
Now I'm going to post more. Now I'm going to post more because it bothers you. Because I'm just going to let me find a thought. Let me find an e-thought right now that's seeking attention.
Keep degrading yourself into this hole, Jarbo. Keep digging yourself down.
And then I'm gonna tag you in it. I'm gonna be like, hey, this guy's into you if you dress up as Sonico.
Yeah, you can do that, Jarbo. But the thing is, at the end of the day, I will be correct because I don't have a daughter.
The thing is, though,
I don't have a family. I don't have a family looking up.
That makes no, but that has nothing to do about art. We're talking about the cinematic experience here, right?
We're talking about
blue is the warmest color. Hold on, is blue is the warmest color, which is a female erotica film, right? A lesbian erotica film. Is that not considered art? Because many people would view it as being art.
It is a film, but because from what I remember, the actors within were considered, they went back to say that they felt they were abused and mistreated during it. I would call that not art. I don't think something that's made with the suffering of someone else and abuse and put them in a situation can really be called a true art piece. I guess arguably it's art within this loosest definition, but I don't consider it a real film. I don't, because the people.
Do you consider the pyramids to be considered art?
I'm not familiar with that film, so I can't.
No. I mean, like the pyramids, like the pyramid of Giza.
I'm not talking in. Well, I guess what you're saying. No, they're buildings.
But buildings, architecture can be art. It's a form of art.
I don't.
You are crafting something to behold, something to be seen for hundreds, if not thousands of years. No. It's art. You're trying to literally define art by trying to not define art.
I'm not talking about art.
And then also, how many people were killed? How many people were killed in the creation of the pyramids? That beautiful artwork that we see in Egypt.
People, Jarbo, I'm sure, but the reality is many people were killed in the creation of many things.
Let me see.
Besides the point.
But hold on. But then, by your logic, we can't enjoy any of it because people
can enjoy it, but I wouldn't call it art. Same reason I wouldn't call the pyramids art.
I think that's such a fallacy right there. I think it's a fallacy.
Call it a fallacy, but in the end, I am correct.
No, you're not, because you're trying to actually define. You're literally trying to pull the Roger Ebert argument over our video games art.
See, the difference is, Jarbo, I'm not even saying that porn isn't art. I'm saying that porn and cinema are separate things.
Eroticism is what? Okay, what about they are rated through the same board? By the way, they are. Pornography films are rated X. They go through the MPAA. They get rated X. Triple X isn't a real thing. X-rated is a real thing.
Yeah, pornography films are released theatrically, but the reality is there hasn't been many theatrically released pornographies in the last 3 decades. In internet,
that has a lot to do with the fact that we have a very puritanical upbringing in society. In our society, we view sex as a negative.
Internet pornography here, Jarbo. We're not talking about theatrical pornography.
In 2009 or 2009 on Valentine's Day, I went and saw a 3D John Holmes porno in the theater with a group of friends because it was funny, and that was something that was a packed house. It was a packed house full of people.
Jarbo, that's not exactly a good thing to admit. I don't think
it's funny. It's funny.
I don't think it is funny.
It's dude, no, you have no idea. Like literally, like it's so bad. It was so bad. It was funny. That's kind of the point.
Jarbo, I don't want to argue about porn with you. That's not the point.
We're not arguing about the tenets of pornography or eroticism. What we're talking about is what is considered art.
No,
and you are trying to argue. You're literally trying to argue that
is and isn't art.
Yeah, I'm trying to argue. Yeah, you are. You are
posting about big titty girls on your freaking Twitter because
I'm not the one with a big titty statue in my room on camera.
I have a wife and a daughter who I have to be faithful to. Okay, if I had a wife,
what am I doing that's unfaithful? I'm making a joke on Twitter. You literally have
I'm not saying you're unfaithful. I'm saying that's not the example you should be setting for your family.
Again, you don't have a family, so who are you to judge?
You're right. I don't have a family.
So I find the argument to be very awkward. I find it to be very weird.
If my father did that to my mother, I would find it very disgraceful. That's my point here, John.
Okay, well then but you're telling me then I am not.
You're not a 20-year-old horny guy posted on Twitter.
No, I'm a 40-year-old horny guy that's making fun of stupid shit on Twitter.
You're 40 years old.
I turned 40 next year.
You're going to be 40. You're almost 40.
I'm almost 40. I'm almost over the hill. I don't care. I don't give a shit.
Hey, listen, that's fine. I just want you to really
want to hold me to your standard
No,
But you
I don't
seem
want
to
the whole-
ignore the fact that when I make those kind of like today, I'm making a joke about sex robots that are programmed to kill you potentially. And it's like a Russian roulette kind of thing. I was making a joke. Like even other friends of mine got the joke. People who know me are going to get the joke.
Sure,
If you don't know me, you're going to come at it kind of like a Karen, which is kind of what you're being. You should change your name to Karen.
Not really a Karen thing.
Really? You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do this. You have this, blah, blah, blah. You're pointing your finger. You're wagging your finger at me.
I am
right?
pointing my finger
You're
at you,
pointing
Jarbo, and saying
right? Well, you've got a big
should
tittied
stop.
statue right there next to you, and you're trying to judge me
Internet
for laughing at women with big asses that are seeking attention on the internet. That you're carrying me right now.
Looking at that
You are
because you already
carrying
have a
me.
wife and family who you should love, and you shouldn't need any other women. You should just be happy.
I don't need them. I fired off a quick shitty joke and I moved on with my day.
Yeah,
That's what I do. I
just
surf
don't-
Twitter and I look for stupid things to say because it's funny to me.
You just post about movies. The only thing you post besides these things is about movies, man.
I also post about politics occasionally.
Yeah, a little bit. But
and I post about movies.
Mostly it's horny posting and movies.
I'm not horny posting. I'm not. How am I horny
You're very
posting?
horny.
By making a crack that it's got like 11,000 retweets with also equal shitty jokes.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be doing it.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
You're welcome,
Karen. Because that's what you are right now. That's a Karen or a Darren. You kind of look like a Darren though. Is that your real name?
Patrick.
Patrick. Okay. You should change it to Darren. I'm just saying.
No. Anyways, Jarbo, the point of this conversation was I just want you to slow it down. I can't make you do anything. I just want to not see that. So please don't.
Then unfollow me or mute me or something.
I can't. I have to keep asking you about The Rock and sending you those funny videos. It's important that you see them every day.
So you're upset. You're upset. You can mute me and still DM me. By the way,
no, I'm not upset. I just don't.
You are. You're a little upset. You are a little upset right now.
No, I'm not upset. I'm very happy.
Yeah, you're coming on a little bit on the upset thing.
Well, I'm not yelling at someone calling them a Karen. I just want what's best.
You're kind of a Karen. Anyway.
No,
anyway, I do have to wrap it. I do have to get to bed.
I know. So do I. But Jarbo, listen to me. We had a lovely conversation today. It was very engaging. You learned about SpyMate. We talked about the nature of art, the nature of cinema. You can see I'm not a stupid person, that I'm not trying to degrade you or make little of you. So all I'm asking for is to give The Rock a chance. Give Dwayne Johnson a chance and allow me to profess my debate to you. Allow me to present my true and honest evidence that I have acquired over months of research about The Rock and his legacy, his stardom, his history. Allow me to debate you on this subject, please.
Not right now, because I got to go to bed. But
not today.
Well, you know what? Maybe. If I'm, because I said like we're gonna. Here's the thing: make a video and then send that to me. How about that? Just make a video presenting your evidence. I can review it.
I want to hear your response. It's not a debate. Then that's just me. I can make a video about The Rock any day. I have made videos about The Rock. I've got plenty on my channel. I just want to talk about it with you directly.
Okay,
that's what I want.
You want to pull out box office receipts and compare it to other celebrities.
I would never talk about money. I'm not into the business debate. I'm about the art debate. I'm into the true intellectual capacity.
You're about the art debate, but we just spent the last 20 minutes debating over the efficacy of porn as art, and you telling me that it's not. So it's like I don't believe there's no real debate then.
There's no real debate then. No, I'm saying the porn. I'm not saying that porn is art. I'm saying it's a different kind of art than regular movies. That's all I'm saying.
But art, okay. Let's see. Now you've changed your argument. Now you've just gone.
That's what I started out to begin with. That's
all right.
Exactly
well, I don't want to relitigate everything on this one. So you've changed your argument. That's good. We've made some progress.
That's what I said to begin with. But that's clearly the point. I just don't want you to post about horny girls on Twitter.
I'm just gonna like schedule post tits, dude.
I just really don't think like if your wife or something saw that, I think she'd be weirded out by it. That's all, man. I just don't.
I think she would laugh at it because she would be like,
well, I get to be in a relationship with her. That's fine, but I don't know.
I mean, you have to laugh in a relationship. It's part of it, and like mocking idiots on the internet can be kind of funny because all that is from that woman, all she's doing is attention seeking. Like if you watch half a TikTok, all it is attention seeking. All the influencers on Instagram are just attention seeking. Like it's attention seeking. That's all it is. And so they come out there and they want people to retweet them and they want people to talk to them and they want the dopamine hit. So, that's what it boils down to. That's what it all boils down to. You know? So don't take it so seriously.
Maybe
jerk off to your titty statue and like go to bed.
No, but I'm gonna go to sleep. But
Okay.
Jarbo, please think about The Rock. Think about it.
Maybe I will. I'm in a bit of in a mood.
Let's do it.
All right.
Come on.
I'll see you, man. Thank you.
Let's do it, bro.
All right. Have a good one, buddy. Thank you. That was something. All right. I missed this one from Carlos Maldonado, $20. I'm sorry, sir. Says here, do you see any other director having so much power over a studio like Spielberg with Universal? I feel Chris Nolan had more control pre-COVID. Nolan did have more control until he forced Warner Brothers to become the canary in the coal mine. And then he got mad and started attacking them when they made the move to do what they felt was best for their business, because Tenet did like 400 million worldwide. It should have done $1 billion. It's a Nolan sci-fi movie. But you know what? He kind of acted like a little bit of, he acted a bit like a bitch. He did. And I don't really see a lot of directors having that kind of power anymore. I mean, like, look at it like this. J.J. Abrams was paid $500 million from Warner Brothers to come on in and develop for 5 years. So he's going to do movies, he's going to do television, original IP, and also other IP like DC and things like that. That's what Bad Robot's going to do. The guys behind Game of Thrones were hired to a 5-year job over at Netflix. They're going to do that too. They're going to come on in for these 5-year runs, and then they're going to move from studio to studio to studio, depending on how well the previous work did, or if those studios can pay out enough money to extend those contracts and those agreements. But no, the age of the power director is over. The age of the power A-list celebrity is not quite there yet, but it's getting there. I mean, how many celebrities do these big movies, like these big AAA movies that are now going to streaming? Mark Wahlberg's got a movie called Infinite that comes out on Paramount Plus on June 10th. And it's an Anton Fuqua directed movie. Anton Fuqua is not a small director. He's done a lot of stuff. But this is going to be, a movie for Paramount Plus because that's where the money is. And so the studios are going to be controlling it via by just trying to pump out content in order. I'll tell you this. I'll give you one. Here's one person who I think will have the most power. Two people, actually. The obvious one is Kevin Feige. Okay, so Feige, it's not the director anymore. It's the producer. It's the producer that's going to be back in the control on that one. So it's going to be Feige has the control at Marvel and Marvel's television. But over at Universal is Blumhouse, and Blumhouse is run by Jason Blum, and they've revolutionized the horror film model. So you know what? Like, that's the guy. So it's all about the producers. Hamada, being an executive producer over on the Conjuring stuff, should have stayed there and he would have had more success. Where he's at now, he's only doomed to fail because it's been 3 years and there's been very, very, very small returns on investment. So there's that. But no, the age of the director is over. It's going to be really the age of the super producer. Because remember, J.J. Abrams, he's going to mostly produce and only direct a little bit. I could see Snyder signing like a 5-year deal with Netflix based upon Army of the Dead, especially if Warner starts sniffing around trying to bring him back for the Snyderverse, which I personally believe is pretty toast. But Nolan's never going to come back to what it was, 100%. But I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't miss out on the super chats here. All right, Shiny here, $5 says here, I'm going to send you a titty statue. Anyway, thank you very much. My P.O. box is listed in the video description. And Yvonne here says, Feige, producer, and the architect. Yeah, that's the other part of it too. And Blum is also an architect, and so he does a lot of that as well. Observing stuff here does say, I'm going to start watching you more, and that's a good thing. Thank you. I try to have fun and make jokes and stuff like that. Did I miss a super chat? I'm sorry if I did. I'm trying to scroll back through. I don't think so. All right. Is Jarbo getting offended on behalf of Sonico? No, I'm not. I was just laughing. I was just laughing at that. Rips. Gahul says, watch Spymate. Well, wherever you can find it, I guess. I don't quite know. Maybe. Is it on YouTube? Let's see. Spymate full movie. All right. The Spymate movie. It appears that somebody did a review of it 3 years ago. And there's a playlist here that apparently has it broken down into like 44 videos. I don't think it's the whole thing. I think it's weird. Oh, most extreme primate. What the hell? Okay, this is kind of weird. This is this is the whole thing when you get to this stuff. It's kind of awkward. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. We'll have if we could find it, we'll have to check it out somewhere in there. All right, let's torrents. I'm not looking at torrents right now for this thing. Now Skywalker Brian here says, I feel like Ryan Coogler could helm more producer roles if he wanted at Marvel. Yeah, he could, and I'm sure he will. Ocelot's asking, does anyone know where I can buy that figure? I know Gahul's in the chat. Ask Gahul. I don't know. I'm not into that's not my thing. Cosmic here says, I love big titty anime girls. Yeah, I know a lot of people love big titty anime girls. So there's that. Anyway, guys, I do need to get to bed. So thank you all for coming on. I really appreciate it. Oh, real quick here. Andy here does say, thank you, Andy, by the way, for the super chat. Says, maybe they should put a subtitle under the Warner Brother Discovery name and just say, and we don't know what we're doing. True. That is true. Or they could go even funnier and really pull from the old Mel Brooks era at Warner Brothers and just have it say, Warner Brothers Discovery, where are all the white women at? That would be pretty funny as well. But thank you very much on that one. All right, guys, if you haven't already, please slap on that like. If any of tonight was entertaining, definitely a crazy conversation, but I appreciate Gahul coming on and Anthony coming on. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Please remember, if you guys do want to help support the channel, you can get your name on this list right next to my father. And and also the cinematic movie Rice Girl. There you go on that one. All right, everyone. Have yourself a great night. Thank you again for watching, and peace the hell out.